Hey guys, this is Mr. Mike Productions, and today I'm going to show you how to make an amazing chocolate cake. The utensils that you are going to need are a plastic bowl, a sifter, a metal whisk, a spatula, dry measure in cups, teaspoon measure, and liquid measure. You are also going to need all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, sugar, vegetable oil, 2 eggs, milk, vanilla extract, and cocoa powder. And there is one more ingredient that comes in at the end, which is boiling water. The first step to our chocolate cake is to preheat the oven to about 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's get on to the real batter making process. We're first going to add into the sifter all of our dry ingredients. That's the cocoa, and finally the sugar. We're going to sift that and then give it a little whisk. If you get any lumps at the end like this, just take a spoon and just work them in. Now that everything is sifted, we're just going to give it a little whisk until it's combined. After that's done, just set aside. We're now going to move on to the wet ingredient process. In this liquid measure, we're going to add in all the rest of our wet ingredients. That includes the 2 eggs, the vegetable oil, and as well as some vanilla extract, about a teaspoon. We're now going to whisk until it's combined. Now that that's combined, we're going to take our dry ingredients and just use it with clean hands. You're going to make a little well in the center. With your wet ingredients, you're going to add your wet ingredients in that well. Just like so. Doesn't matter if it overflows, because most likely it will. We're now going to whisk until it is a smooth mixture. Once you're done mixing, you're going to end up with something like this. Now there's one final step, and over here we have just some boiling water, very hot water, about half a cup, and we're going to add that in. And we're going to incorporate that right away. You want to whisk gently because it could get all over your face and all your countertop. Okay guys, so once you've added your water, you're going to end up with a really smooth mixture, just like this. Very chocolatey, very nice. And over here, I have a 9x13 Pyrex dish. I've lined it with some baking paper, parchment paper, and I've greased it with some vegetable spray. Now we're going to switch to our spatula so that we can incorporate the entire chocolate mixture into the baking dish. And this is where the spatula comes in handy, just to get out every single bit of it. So guys, it basically is that simple. All we're going to do now is just place this in an oven, hot oven that's been preheating right now actually, for about 30 minutes. Okay guys, that's going to be ready in about 30-35 minutes. That's the cake. And guys, I actually did the toothpick test, or in this case I used a knife instead of a toothpick, but I took a knife to see if any wet batter would come on the knife, and if any wet batter did come on the knife, and that means that the cake is not ready just yet. So I did do I did put a knife in there, and it did come out clean, which means that it's ready. So all left to do is now just wait for it to cool, and then it's ready to eat. Okay guys, so our cake is cooled, and as you can see over here, I plated it up with some strawberries, and if you look inside, it's very moist, and if you just put your finger on it and it comes right back out, that just tells that that's a good cake. So let's just dig in. It's so moist. It's unbelievable. It tastes amazing, and the cocoa does all of that. Come back for more videos on Mr. Mike Productions. I'll see you soon.